Are you struggling to create some consistent habit? You want to be consistent at something, but you just don't know how to. Well, this is going to be the right video for you because this is going to be day 82 of consistently helping people build consistent habit. Hi, my name is Laksana and I'm going to help all of us to actually build some consistent habit. But firstly, I want to say thank you. Thank you for caring about your life, because if you actually want to change your life to the better through implementing some new good habits, I actually really do appreciate that. Okay, so we are only going to be talking about practical advices here. Okay, so actually steps that we are going to be able to implement right after this video or even during this video. Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about the concept of 1 week experimentation. I'm going to explain this why is this going to be good, and I'm going to be giving some concrete examples on how can we actually implement this concept. Okay, so basically when we are trying to build a habit, right, we don't rely on motivation, we rely on system instead. Okay, because here's the thing, motivation comes and goes, right? If we only do the thing that we know we should be doing only when we like to do the thing, only when we are feeling motivated to do the thing, we're not going to be able to do that thing consistently, because motivation only comes like 30% of the days. Okay, 70% of the days we are not going to be feeling that motivated. Okay, I think we could all pretty much relate to this. Okay, just like imagine being 100% of 100% like every day, just you just motivated to do something. It's pretty unrealistic, right? So the thing is, we're going to create a system that is going to help us to actually still stick to the habit, even when we don't feel like we want to do the habit. Okay, we are trying to create a system. But the problem is, even when we have the system, right, we're still going to encounter lots of challenges, lots of, what do you say, obstacles during the habit building journey. For example, like when we are trying to build a habit of studying, okay, sometimes we need to do other things, because like something unexpected happens, and we eventually don't do the studying habit because of that thing. Okay, so basically the thing that we're going to be discussing on this video here is that how could we actually create a system that is still going to help us to stick to the habit even when challenges appears, right? So here's the thing, we're just going to dedicate 1 week to do some experimentation regarding the habit. Okay, so we are going to try to do the habit in different ways to see what are going to be the challenges that are going to appear. What are the pros and cons of doing such habit in different ways, in different ways and different times, right? And then we're going to evaluate the data that we've got from the 1 week experimentation, and then we're going to create a plan based on it, basing from it. Okay, so here's the thing, I'm going to be giving some concrete example, right? Let's say we're trying to build the habit of exercising. Let's specify it even more, 5 minutes of running every single day, right? So on day one of the 1 week experimentation, we try to do the 5 minutes of running in the morning. Specify it, 5 a.m. in the morning. Okay, and then we're going to write what are the pros and cons. How are we feeling that like that time of the day. Okay, so I'm going to be giving some example, right? Oh yeah, I'm feeling that I'm pretty sleepy. I'm still feeling pretty sleepy, but during the running early in the morning feels really good, because it's like I'm starting the day with the right thing, something like that, right? And then okay, that's the data that we've gathered from day one. And then day two, we are going to do the 5 minutes of run again, but we are going to do it in like different time frame, different time of the day. Let's say 5 p.m. 5 p.m. Okay, like we are going to do it 5 p.m. and then we're also going to write what are the things that we feel that day. Okay, yeah, it turned out that when we actually do the running at 5 p.m., we are already exhausted because school just drain our energy and stuff, right? Something like that. So we are going to gather all the data, right? And also we are going to write what are the challenges that have appeared in this 1 week, or like even like in our life prior to this experimentation. For example, like, oh yeah, sometimes in 5 a.m. actually I'm pretty free for most of the days at that time, but for some of the days I need to go to school earlier. Okay, I need to go to school earlier because I need to do some things. Okay, or maybe like 5 p.m. is okay, but some of the days I'm really exhausted. I need to sleep on 5 p.m. Okay, that's bad. But okay, I don't really know whether it's bad or not, but I think it's bad. So the thing is, after we gather all the data, write all the pros and cons of doing the habit on different times of the day, and also we write all the challenges, we're going to create a final plan based on that. Okay, so the final plan contains two things. Firstly, the main plan, and secondly, the backup plan. Okay, so basically the main plan is going to be the plan that we are planning to do 9% of the time. Okay, so like 90% of the days we are going to do the main plan. For example, after all the evaluation, we found out that, oh yeah, all the pros of doing the 5 minutes of running at 5 a.m. is outweighs all the negative things of doing, all the negative aspects of doing it at 5 a.m. Right, so we decide that, oh yeah, actually the best time to do the 5 minutes of running is at 5 a.m. in the morning. Okay, so that's going to be the main plan. Okay, but for some of the days when the challenges appears, right, when we need to go to school earlier, when we need to have more sleep in the morning, we're going to create the backup plan. Okay, the backup plan is going to be the 10% of the days when we cannot do the main plan. Okay, so for example, so when are we going to do the backup plan? So like, when are we going to do the 5 minutes of running according to the backup plan? It's going to be the second best time of the day. Okay, after 5 a.m. Okay, so like for example, like 5 p.m. So when we are not able to do the habit at 5 a.m., we are going to do it at 5 p.m. So when we just frame it this way, everything becomes clear, right? Everything becomes clear. Why is the thing that we're going to do 5 minutes of running? When are we going to do it? 5 a.m. But what if we just cannot do the running at 5 a.m.? We are going to do it at 5 p.m. So everything becomes clear. We don't have to spend the mental energy to think what type of exercise that we're going to do, of when are we going to do it, and what should we do when we cannot do the habit and stuff, right? Everything becomes clear. We don't need to spend the mental energy every single day. So I think that is it from me for today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you feel that this video is helpful. You can also support me on Ko-fi, and that's it. Bye bye.